centers by using mobile technologies. I think you may know, most of you may know, telecenters are basic internet cafes, but done by the government. So they are free for the public. So you go to these government-owned or government-run internet cafes, and then you access to information there, use the internet, etc. Now, especially in Africa, the southern Africa, in these countries that we are talking about, sub-Saharan Africa, like Tanzania, Rwanda, when there are people in the remote areas, they cannot easily access to these telecenters. So therefore, there must be a way to bring the technology to them. Everybody has mobile phones. Is there a way we can use mobile technologies, internet-enabled mobile phones, to enhance the activities in the telecenters? Recently we did another project where Japanese government asked us to survey and recommend to them those mobile government applications that work on mobile phones, but also use some form of authentication, such as mobile signature. And this was a global study. We surveyed more than 50 countries, and about 230 applications were surveyed, and we recommended 50 of them to the Japanese government. And then we have other projects. I'm not going to go into details of all of these, but most of these projects are those projects that help people to improve their lives. So this is our main principle. We also organize, as I said, mobile government conference since year 2005, but now our focus has been a little bit widened to include mobile life, because without mobile society, a society which can use these technologies, mobile government doesn't mean very much, because whatever applications and services you do, you need people who can actually make use of these. And user take-up is very, very important. So therefore, Mobile Life is the new name. And the next conferences are in October. Please make a note of this website, www.For.Life.part.2. If you can, please join us in October in the UK. Every year we go in different places, so this year it's in the... We also do local conferences in different countries. We do the second one, for the last 2 years we do a government conference in Turkey. So hopefully maybe we can do one in Tunisia as well, if you're interested. Right, going back to the topic of mobile government. So as I said, when I started working on mobile government, I did a definition then. And the definition is basically, how can we improve e-government and the stakeholders involved in e-government by the utilization of mobile technologies and the infrastructure. So when we say mobile technologies and infrastructure, we also include all kinds of mobile devices, not only mobile phones. It's important to recognize that this is not... Mobile phones are very important, but we are not talking about only mobile phones. All kinds of mobile devices, PDAs, tablet PCs, and some specific devices that are produced for certain mobile operations. And also all kinds of applications and services that utilizes these devices and infrastructure. Now, what is the relationship between e-government and mobile government? Is mobile government going to take place of e-government? This is a question that is frequently asked. Now, some people say mobile government is just a different channel. E-government is going to be there, and it's just a channel. And mobile government is essentially e-government, so there's no need to talk about mobile government. Now, since I wrote that first article, I keep saying the same thing. There is mobile government is not the replacement of e-government. Basically, e-government is very, very important and essential. But mobile government complements e-government. How does it do it? In order to have a mobile government, you still need your core infrastructure, fixed network structure. And mobile technologies, services, and applications are an envelope around e-government. So therefore, you cannot deny mobile government. You cannot just say, oh, mobile government is e-government. But you cannot say mobile government is going to take over e-government. So they complement, mobile government complements e-government. But how does it complement? It's very, very important to know, yeah? Mobile government has distinctive advantages which you cannot do with the fixed network. So e-government is not sufficient in many cases, where mobile government actually covers up for e-government. So, for example, a typical example is a firefighter. Let me check the time. A typical example is a firefighting, a fire situation. For example, if there is a fire in a certain place, you would see the firefighters going and helping the people or trying to fight with the fire, basically. But when they are on the road, getting to the place of the fire, they can actually access the information, location-based information about that building, about the people who may be in the building before they arrive. You cannot do this with the fixed e-government solutions. So you need mobile solution which is being used while government employees are mobile. So that there are distinctive contributions that mobile government does, which does not exist in e-government. So therefore we have to recognize this. Now, as everything is going mobile, mobile government is basically inevitable. I will talk about this more, but in the future, we will see mobile devices all around us, under our skin, in the clothing that we are wearing, and wherever we are, in the airports, in the hotels, wherever we are carrying on with our activities. Right. Now those distinctive benefits that I gave an example of can be analyzed in two ways. One is a business perspective, the other one is a people's perspective. In terms of business perspective, mobile government provides a new way of doing business for the public sector organizations. So it creates an efficiency and it helps to reduce the cost. And therefore, this provides, especially for government organizations, this is an essential way of serving the citizens. So in terms of business side, it creates an efficiency and cost reduction and modernizes the public sector organizations. But also from the people's perspective, I will talk in detail about this, that it helps to improve people's life. For example, it creates an information equality. So if government announces some of the scholarship information through SMS, this means that not only privileged people living in the big cities who can access the information can get that information, but anyone who has a mobile phone in the remote areas, in the poor areas of the country, can also get